So you want to go D1. Whole life you imagine yourself receiving a D1 scholarship to the biggest institutions out there. West Virginia, Duke, Kansas, Baylor, one and done, Kentucky. And then as you get older, for some reason, that dream starts to diminish. Nope. Heck no. What? No Division I offers. Start receiving D2 offers and D3 offers and NAIA offers. Today, I'm going to share with you guys 3 important reasons why Division II, Division III schools are way better than Division I schools. So let's forget the cheesy intro and let's get right into it. Reason number 1 why Division II and Division III institutions are better is because they cater to you more. You see, when you go to a high-level program such as a Kentucky or West Virginia or even a mid-major Division I or a low-major Division I, they wouldn't treat you as nice as a Division II or Division III program would. You have to think of things kind of like a business. Division I programs such as Kentucky, Baylor, Kansas, they want prospects with brand names, all-American names, names that are going to bring more revenue to their institution. Because if you think about it, if a coach recruits a high-level player like a Zion Wilson that has all that hype and the big name and the lights on him, if a college coach such as Kentucky or Calipari can get a player like that in their institution, what does that mean? More dollars, more fans in the seats, which equals more money, which ultimately adds to their paycheck. Knowledge. So let's say, hypothetically, you are a solid Division I player. You can shoot, dunk, dribble, do the whole thing. And you do happen to receive an offer from a Kentucky. A lot of athletes would take that deal without even thinking about it. But down the long road, they're going to end up hurting themselves. Because if you're not an All-American, you're not one of the top prospects in ESPN, top 10. I'm not even going to say 100. You got to be top 10. If you're not one of those prospects, most likely coaches are not going to play you as much. They're going to play you behind the top prospects, the number 1 in the country type players, such as a Zion Williams, Austin Rivers when he was in high school. Those type of players that have a well-established name coming out of high school, that have all the hype behind them, therefore causing frustration to you later on down the road. Because even if you are doing really, really good in practice and you're busting their butt and you're like, hey, I'm better than this guy. I'm better than the Zion Williamson. Yeah, he could dunk, but I could do that too. And I could shoot better. I could do everything. Why am I not playing? I'm a Division I player. I'm here just like him. You have to take in consideration from the coach's perspective. People come to the institution. People came to Duke to watch Zion play. So if the fans are not getting what they want and they're watching you and they don't even know who you are, even though you may be a great player, that's going to force the audience not to come, which means less revenue, less money to the collegiate program. So before you're so quick to throwing away that D2 offer, that D3 offer, and think that, oh, I'm way too good to go to these schools, you might want to reconsider, because these coaches can actually cater to you more. They will treat you like the Zion Williamson of that school, because that school is not used to getting high caliber players, because every player in the world wants to go to the Division I program. Instead, kind of going Division II or Division III will better suit their needs in the long run. Now, before I explain reason number 2, let me first explain to the viewers that I'm talking to. Now, the ultimate goal of going to college, a lot of athletes are blindsided by just the division, but they don't think beyond college. The overall goal of playing high school, middle school, or even college basketball is to play professionally, to get paid one day to play this sport and not having to clock into a regular 9 to 5. Do you agree? Comment below. Now, the glory and the hand clapping and your friends sharing that you made it playing out of college, that's all cool, but the ultimate goal should be to make money out of this sport and make a great living off of this sport. So most athletes get blindsided by just the Division I or the hype, that they tend to lose focus on what really matters down the road. Therefore, these are for the viewers that fully understand that these tips are specifically for athletes who understand the process and understand what the big picture is. With that being said, let's move on to reason number 2. Reason why Division III and Division II programs are better than Division I programs is because you will actually probably play a lot more. Because the Division II and Division III program would just be grateful to have you in their presence. They don't really care so much about the hype and the name. They really care about your skill set. So if you go to these lower division programs, you'll play more, which means you will earn more achievement, which means you'll get more awards and build your portfolio bigger. Within 4 years, you can have 5, 6 awards. You could be Defensive Player of the Year 4 times in a row. You could win 3 or 2 national titles for your school. You can set the all-time points leader in scoring and assists and steals for your school history or something like that. All of these achievements matter at the end of your college career because you're going to need those stats and those achievements to go on and play professionally and get paid for this sport. Knowledge. But if you go to a Division I program, you might not break that scoring record for that school because it's already been done by guys who played in the NBA. You might not play unlimited minutes because because you have other guys on that team with you that are just as good as you or better or have more hype behind them that's playing in front of you. I've seen thousands of kids that are Division I athletes go to Division I program and sit the bench and not play more than 10 minutes for their whole career. And then I've seen kids that go to lower division programs like an NAIA or a Division II, Division III, and come out after their 4 years, come out with an unbelievable achievement and portfolio. They have scoring records, awards, the whole nine, and they go on to play professionally. Because at the end of the day, professional teams, NBA teams, professional teams, if they don't care about what school you go to, they care about your stats and your achievement. How many points did you average? What's your shooting percentage? That's all they care about. Overseas teams or professional teams, they just care about the numbers. Because at the end of the day, your hype is not going to win games for them. Your hype is not going to play defense. And your name is not going to make them go undefeated. They need guys that can score efficiently, play defense efficiently, so they rely on statistical numbers to get the job done. So if you're a player that go to Division III, but you have a crazy achievement, you break school records and you average 30 points a game with 14 rebounds and all that, they will rather take you than take a Division I player who sat 4 years at Duke. So again, if you deleted that coach's number or threw away that letter, you might want to reconsider picking it back up. Tip number 3 is game film. Everybody in the world knows you need game film to even start anywhere. Anything you do, you cannot do without game film. Your agents need game film to market you. Clubs need game film to see you from across the world because obviously they can't come to your games in person. And game film is needed for you to study your game, to see what you're doing wrong, what you're not doing, what you are doing in the games, ways you can score. If you go to a Division I program, you're not playing as much, you can't collect as much game film because you're not playing as much. Therefore, you can't grow as a person, you can't grow as an athlete. And then when you graduate and you want to play professionally, you go to an agent, you say, hey, I went to Duke University. Your agent's gonna be like, great, where's your film? I can get you a job right now. And you're gonna be like,
what? What are you talking about, man?
So you need film. Film is absolutely crucial. And what better opportunity to gain film than a D3, D2 division program that will let you play unlimited minutes, have all the films and dunk highlights that you want, and you can grow as a player. Trust me, it will benefit you in the long run in all areas. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and don't be afraid to share this video to a prospect or somebody or a friend that you know that is going through the exact same problem that I'm talking about today. If you're already following us on Instagram and you're watching this video on Instagram, don't be afraid to DM us and ask for advice and what schools and lists that we have to help provide you and help you grow your recruitment. And also don't forget to leave a comment on the bottom of this video to let me know what you want to see me talk about in my next video. I'm Coach Mario with Team Level, and I'm out.